everyone, welcome to my channel once again, and today we'll be talking about my current makeup favorites. If you'd love to see the products, both old and new, that I can't live without right now, then just please keep on watching. So I thought about how I would introduce the products, and I'm just going to introduce it basically how I do my makeup most of the times, because I don't always do my makeup in the same order all of the times. But here we go. So the first thing I'm going to introduce is some brow products that I have, and my current favorite is the Benefit Brow pomade. I really love this stuff, and I really think the packaging is super cute, and it comes with this little brush that you can use. So, and the brush is actually a pretty good brush. So yeah, I really like it. I use the color number 6, which I think is the darkest color that they have. Yeah, and I really like it. Another product that I love for my brows is actually a really oldie but a goodie. It is the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I use the color, I think this is dark brown, deep brown. I really like this brow pencil. I'm using it for my brows today, and I've been using it a lot lately. And I kind of like a pencil sometimes when I want to go a little bit faster. I grab for a pencil, and it also has a spoolie at the end, which is a plus. So yeah, and I think this was like $2, while I think the Benefit brow product is like $20. I'm not sure. I will definitely put the price in the video though. Next thing we're gonna go to is concealer, and the concealer that I've been loving to basically clean up around my brows lately is this new, well, not really new, but it is the Nars soft matte concealer. I use the color Amande, and I really do like this concealer because it's super duper creamy. It is a cream concealer, but it's not like tacky or sticky or anything like that. It just basically glides onto the skin. So I really love this. Since we're talking about concealers, I'm just gonna go and talk about these concealers from ColourPop, and it is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I love these so much. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, it is so creamy. It is super duper creamy. I love them. They blend out amazing. They dry matte, and they're only $6. And I use mostly the color Rich Tan and Deep Golden. I use Deep Golden for a more brighter highlight, and I use Rich Tan more for like a more like a concealer. And I absolutely love these. These ones are new. My other ones are heavily used, so they look a little grungy, but yeah, I freaking love these. They're really good, and it's called their No Filter Concealer, and I feel like I really don't need a filter with these. I love a good filter. Then we're gonna move on to eyes. I'm gonna show you some of my current favorite eyeshadow palette. Mind you, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I equally love. I love a lot of them, but as of lately, I've been reaching for these palettes a lot more. So I'm just gonna show them to you. The first palette is a cult favorite, my little Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. I love this palette. I think whenever I'm doing eyeshadow, I always reach for this palette. Since I got it, I really do like the shadows in it. They are very beautiful. They have like very neutral colors, but also like little pops of like purple and green. So I really do like this palette. The shadows are really blendable. The palette is not really expensive. It is expensive for a Morphe palette because their other palettes are like $23. This one I believe was like $38. So yeah, it's kind of more expensive than the other ones, but I think it's because it's a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. Another palette that I've been reaching a lot for lately, I mean recently, is the Juvia's Place, the Saharan 2 palette. I love everything Juvia has placed, to be honest. I have almost all of their palettes. This one is a newer palette and I freaking love it. I love the colors. I feel like these are one of the best eyeshadows that I own. Their palettes are just so freaking amazing and so creative, and I love everything about the packaging. I think it's just so super cute, and the shadows are pretty big too, and it's relatively not expensive. I think this palette, I got it for $17 or $22. Another favorite of mine is the Zulu palette from Juvia's. This is their more colorful palette. I don't reach for this on an everyday basis, but I do really love this brown color right here. And I love orange. I love orange eyeshadow. So, I mean, and then green eyeshadow is like one of my favorites. I really, really, really like this palette as well. I don't reach for it as often because it pops the colors, but whenever I want a nice brown or a nice orange, I do reach for it. Then I'm gonna go straight into another palette from Juvia's. This is not an eyeshadow palette. I sometimes use the colors for eyes though, but this is their blush volume, the Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. And I picked this one because I really like the deeper shades. I feel like they would go really well with my skin tone. So that's why I got this one. I didn't get the Volume 2 palette. But it's also an equally beautiful palette. I just feel like it wouldn't complement my skin really well, so I just didn't bother to get it. Yeah, so I guess we're like, we did blush, even though we're supposed to do eyes. But the next thing I'm gonna do, my next favorite is for face is, these are kind of oldies, but they're also goodies. And this is the first thing I'm going to talk about, this one, which is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. And I mean, everybody knows this foundation. If you've been to any pharmacy, drugstore, or whatever, you have seen the L'Oreal True Match foundation. And I used to use this a long time ago, and I stopped using it because I had like so many other, I tried so many other foundations, and I was like, oh, these are fun, these are fun, these are fun. And I kind of stopped using the L'Oreal, and then I recently started using it again, and I love this foundation. I wore it, I've been wearing it like all of November. Every single day I put on makeup, I put on the L'Oreal True Match, and this is the color Deep Cool C9, and I really, really love it. If I'm not reaching for this, I'm reaching for this, which is my favorite foundation. It is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless foundation. I love this. It was in my previous favorite foundations video, and I mean, as I always say, it makes me speechless. It's a freaking amazing foundation. I love everything about it. This says All Day Luminous, and you kind of think it's like glowy, but it's not really a glowy foundation at all. It's more matte, if anything, and it's just always gonna be a favorite of mine. Actually, Nars is coming out with a new foundation, and I'm kind of excited because if I really like this one, I think I may like their other one, but stay tuned for that. So we're gonna talk about setting powders, and I have quite a few setting powders, but the two I'm going to talk about today, which I've been loving, I feel like this is kind of like a throwback. This is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Everybody knows Sacha Buttercup setting powder. It is like a cult favorite. Everybody loves it. I really, really like the Sacha Buttercup powder. But what I really like though is, well, this other powder, which is the Ben Nye Topaz powder. And I mean, these two together, amazing. These two together, the Sacha with the Topaz, so amazing, so good, so perfect for my complexion. I love it. Otherwise, sometimes I also use this baby right here, which is one of the newer ones, which I kind of replaced these two for. And this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I also have the one in medium deep, but this is just a translucent one right now, and I really do like these a lot. I've been using it for this is actually my second one to tell you just how much I really do like this powder. But currently, these two are kind of like hitting it for me right now until I go back, like reach for this another day, like, hey, what's up, where you been? But these two, amazing. I feel like for my skin tone, there really aren't a lot of bronzers on the market. I've literally been to Sephora several times searching for a bronzer that I feel could compare to this one in my hand, and I have found none. And this is my holy grail bronzer. It is the third one that I have, which is why it's in this like new packaging, which when I got it I was like, oh, this is how it looks now. And it is the CoverGirl bronzer in ebony bronze. This is the only bronzer that I know of. If you guys know about any like really good bronzers that would look good on my skin, please leave a comment below and let me know. But for a long time I've been using the CoverGirl bronzer, and I feel like I can't live without it. I really feel like I can't live without it. Like, I literally just started using this one because this one was just like done for, like over. This is how much I love it, and I still have a little bit here, and you know what, I'm gonna go back and finish this little bit because I really do love this bronzer. This is the old packaging and this is a new one, and I can't live without bronzer. While I won't put on blush, bronzer is a must. Bronzer is my favorite thing, and this CoverGirl one is always hitting it. I use the Juvia's blush palette. This color right here I use for more like a contour, and I really like it as a contour, to be honest. But for like a light bronze, CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronze, do not discontinue this, okay? And if you guys are gonna discontinue this, let me know so I could stack up for like forever, because it is a bomb ass bronzer. Then after bronze, then I've set what am I doing next? Maybe highlighters. And I have two highlighters with me, and I have a lot of highlighters. Some I've neglected, like my Anastasia and my others, but currently we have a couple favorites in town, and these, firstly I'm going to talk about one, which is the Sephora Golden Hour highlighter. It is a beautiful, it is a beautiful highlighter. It's in the color number 3, High Noon. This bronzer is very beautiful. It is also very subtle. If you're looking for something of a blinding highlight, something that's gonna be pow pow pow, this probably won't be the bronzer for you. But if you're looking for something with like a gentle glow, then I feel like this bronzer would be perfect for you. And this is why I really love it, because not every day I want to put on like a really bright highlight. So whenever I just want something really subtle and nice and glowy and beautiful, I go for this one, and it is so gorgeous. And this is not the only color that it comes in. It has a more gold one. It also has a purple one, I'm sure, but this is the one that appealed to me the most, so I just decided to get this one, and I really enjoy it. The next one is more of a pow highlighter, and it is the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. And I feel like probably everybody knows about this. This highlighter, I think it's like $8, and it is like the best highlighter in the drugstore. I have not seen anything like this in the drugstore. It is beautiful. When I first got it, I was like, okay, this is a Maybelline Master Chrome that I've been hearing about. Let me see what it is. And when I got it and I brought it home, I swatched it. I was like, Maybelline, we shaking things up or what? This something here is so good. It's so bomb, and it's really cheap, and you don't have to go all out to buy an expensive highlighter or a highlighter palette, try this out. I'm pretty sure you like it. And I believe they're coming out with different types. I think they have like a holographic one coming out. So if it's not already out, so don't sleep on Maybelline. Do not sleep on this highlighter. It's so nice. It's really nice. And what I've been using to set my face very often as of late, well, everything's as of late because it's my current favorite. This is the Kat Von D Lock It Makeup Setting Spray. This right here, I really like it. I really like it, guys. Like, the reason why I like it, when you spray it, it's not like a watery spray. You know, sometimes when you spray like setting spray, it's like very wet. Even though you do put it like away from your face, sometimes it will look like leave little spots and you're like, oh. But this is a very fine mist, so even when you are spraying it up near, like up close to your face, it really doesn't leave like that, those little watermarks. It's literally a mist, and it's so nice, and I feel like it really does help to keep my makeup on and locks it in place. So yeah, Kat Von D, I'm digging this one. I'm digging this one. Next thing I think I want to talk about is lips. My favorites. I actually have a favorite lip gloss, which is very weird because I'm not a lip gloss type of person at all. I'm not really a fan of lip glosses, but I have been loving this lip gloss that I got from ColourPop. So ColourPop was having a sale and I ordered more concealers, and then I was like, oh, but I should order a lip gloss because I really don't have any, and it's like winter time and I don't want to do a lot of matte lips. I really love like liquid lipsticks and matte lips. But I decided to order a lip gloss, and I got this one from ColourPop. Well, yeah, and it is in the color Fudged, and it's a sheer lip gloss, and I think it's from the Karuchi collection. I'm not sure if it is. I'll let you know. But this lip gloss is so nice. It's really sheer. It has like a brownie tint, which is my favorite. Like, is definitely a favorite of mine. And it's not like a super like tacky lip gloss. It's not sticky or anything like that, which I really appreciate, which is why I don't really like lip gloss, because I don't like that sticky tacky feeling on the lips. But this one glides on the lips really easily and it doesn't leave that feeling at all. So check out, maybe I'll get some more ColourPop lip glosses if all of them are like this. Finally, I want to talk about some tools that I've been loving, like brushes and sponges. I won't be really talking about a lot of them, but I'll just be focusing on 2 specific products. Firstly, I'm going to talk about these sponges, and I've recently been loving this sponge right here. I got this one from Eco Tools, and I really like this sponge. Normally I'd use my beauty blender, which is like always gonna be my favorite, but here's the thing, the beauty blender is 20 bucks and this Eco Tools sponge is like 5 bucks, and they work pretty much the same. I really like the shape of this though. Like, I really like the flat edge right here, and then I love like how square it is right here. I feel like it gets up under the eyes like really well. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Rihanna sponge from Fenty Beauty. I don't know why, maybe this because of this side, but I really like this sponge, and I mean, give it a try. It's only $5 and I don't think you'll hate it. I really like it a lot. And if you want to splurge a little bit, or if you have never tried the beauty blender and you're wondering if it's worth it, it's definitely worth it. The beauty blender, the original beauty blender, will always be worth it. I mean, yes, it's $20, but this is like a good, well invested $20. I have like 3 of them and I love each and every one of them. I will forever love the beauty blender. It's perfect for blending out concealer, foundation, everything. if you are somebody who struggles with like streaks on your face or anything, like when you're using brushes, or you're not sure your foundation is completely blended out, then whenever you apply your foundation and everything, you can just go over everything with a beauty blender, and it will definitely smooth and blend everything really, really nice. And then another thing I want to talk about is this brush. It is from the e.l.f. Silver set. Out of all the brushes that I received in the e.l.f. Silver set, I have to say that this one is my favorite. The e.l.f. Silver set, I believe, is $30, but e.l.f. always has a lot of sale. Just not too long ago on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I think they had this set for like $15. They may bring it back for Christmas. I'm not really sure if they're going to, but this brush is my favorite brush, and I use it for bronzing, and I just like, I love the shape of it. I know a lot of different companies have a brush like this, but this is the one that I own from e.l.f. I don't own any other brush that is shaped like this one. I just really love this brush. This brush really shot, like, really, really like it. Yeah, so that is basically all my current favorite products right now, that I use on an everyday basis. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end of my video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.